Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and would you look at that? New loot boxes and the new tank E77. Before we will dig deeper, fellas, please keep this in mind that this weekend, September 20, September 21 and 22, we are going to have a special drops from the TwitchCon, so tune in, farm those drops. They are going to be good ones, I can promise you that. That being said, E77. I haven't played a single game with a tank. I want to have a fresh review for you without any distractions, if I can say so, and just to go through all of this in the raw way. Now, whatever and each of you may think that this vehicle is like E77. So let's compare the two. What do you think about that? So would you look at that? DPM wise, this tank has a bit better DPM than E75, tiny touch lower alpha damage, worse gun handling, worse dispersion values. So pretty much this tank gun should feel worse than E75 gun, even though it has lower alpha damage. That's a bit of the disappointment, if you would ask me. This tank has less hit points as well compared to E75, although this vehicle has a bit more horses and it weighs less. So what that means it should be more like a medium tank than a heavy tank, even though it is heavy on the paper. Hopefully that makes sense. A bit less view range, a better camo, so nothing too crazy. Let's see the armor now. This is how this tank looks like armor-wise, right? The turret of the tank is 300 millimeters. If, let's say, we would check out how this vehicle would look like against the 311 penetration, well, hull is kind of sad, honestly. It doesn't look very, very good. Minus 8 degrees of the gun depression. If you are playing hull down, you still have cupola. Yeah, E75 looks a bit better in my humble opinion. What is E75? This is how E75 is looking like, right? E75 definitely has the weaker face, but overall it's more around the turret, if I can say so, right? Actually, would you look at that? Turret-wise, this may be better turret plus cupola. Okay. Actually, it's not as bad as I initially thought it is. E75 lower plate, 250 millimeters thickness. This lower plate is 200 millimeters thickness. So T-rates should not have that much problem or troubles to go through this. Either way, fellas, enough of blah, blah, blah. I am talking too much. We can go into the game and we can see how this vehicle is looking like. Let's do this. And would you look at this, what kind of map we are getting? I have two builds for this tank. With hardening and with better accuracy, and you know what? I think we will have a chance to check out hardening build in the next games. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for ventilation, rammer, and improved aiming unit if we will need to snipe from the back and whatnot. Would you look at this? What you are looking at? What you are looking at? I saw you. Okay, now where the speed goes. Let's see how it feels like speed-wise. It doesn't feel super fast. I do not know how about you fellas, but it doesn't feel super duper hyper turbo fast. I mean, sure, you can actually get the turbo on this tank, so it would feel tiny touch better, but I don't really think this is the right build for this tank. Yeah, speed-wise, it is comparable to Skoda T56, although we may very, very easily overtake him. Soon we are going to figure this out. Yeah, okay, I was expecting a bit more from the speed, not gonna lie. Looking into the stats, I thought that the speed would be tiny touch better. Unfortunately, it's not the case, but it's okay, we are not going to panic over this, right? Now, very important thing, how this tank will feel on top of the hill, how well we can play hull down, how much Arta is going to slap us for, because let's get real, new tank, and if let's say enemy Arta will do 500 damage to this super heavy tank, or heavy tank, this would be kind of sad and this would be kind of disgusting if you would ask me, right? At least that's how I look into all of this. It's okay. It is taking a bit of the time to go on top of the hill, but this is not a big deal, right? This is not a big deal. Now, alpha damage, 460, 246 millimeters of penetration, definitely not horrible. Meanwhile, gold, 311. It's definitely not Soviet 330 or 340, but it is okay. We can live with that, okay. Donkovica will slap the living crap out of me. I am a bit paranoid to fight against this guy. He knows what he's doing. He pushed in front with a Polish tank destroyer. I think he may be able to slap the living crap out of us. I don't really think it's worth to approach this fight in this way. I think it's not worth it. So hear me out. What is happening in my head at the moment? Oh, yo, it's definitely not worth it. Okay, so what is happening in my head at the moment? We are hoping that our sniper schnitzels will beat the living crap out of the enemies. Hopefully that this T-30 won't escape completely and he will help us quite a bit over there. Right? That's all we need for a full happiness. Okay. Okay, and this is, by the way, improved aiming unit build, right? So it is a bit sad, but let it be. It is how it is. Can we hit that? Worse gun handling than E75, fellas, and I'm shooting gold. No? Would you be so kind? Ay. I mean, it's first game, first shots, nothing to judge and nothing to complain about. But between me and you, gun feels disgusting. Or gun feels pretty bad. Let's say like that. Gun feels pretty bad. Skill, what about the team? Team is okay. Nothing too crazy, nothing unusual. Sometimes you can get the team that isn't the finest, you know, and I do not really mind this. I cannot cry about that. I am completely okay. We eliminated a guy before he slapped us, which is okay. By the way, keep this in mind that we have a humongous cupola. Yes, we are trying to get as much use as we physically and possibly can over there. This gun looks like ass wipe. Holy bananas. Ay. I mean, I do not use stabilizer, okay? I need to give this tank benefit of the doubt. Maybe this is one of those games whenever we simply cannot hit anything, you know? Sometimes it happens when... Hit me. 37, it's okay. I'm checking for how much Arta is hitting this tank. It is important information as well, if you would ask me. I think it is important information as well. I do not really care about this, but believe me or not, yes, I know we are... Yeah. Well, the first game, that is World of Tanks for you. Nothing what we can change there. Okay, the first game gave me very, very raw experience of this tank. Oh, yo, fellas. Okay, 960 damage, 1.4 thousand assisting damage, not good. But I mean, look at this situation. Unfortunate fate, maybe bad RNG or something, whatever that is. 9 shots fired, 7 direct hits, 3 penetrations. I do not want to talk about this. Let's pretend this game never existed and we are going to go to the other one. Let's go. Okay, fellas, for round number 2, I will do a bit different experiment. We are going to go with a stabilizer and hardening, and we will see how the tank will feel like. My goal is to play in relatively close distance and just to see how the gun looks like. Did we had a fluke for a very first game, or this tank actually has such a disgusting gun? Because if it does, that would be very, very sad, because E75 is one of the best tanks in the game. I mean, it is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tank. And if E77 would be bad, I mean, it would be just simply sad. And I can promise you that that the main star of the loot boxes is this vehicle, okay? I can promise you that. What people want to get, I think most of the folks will think that E77 is going to be absolutely glorious or absolutely amazing. I really hope so that the gun will treat me just a bit better. I do not need much, just a bit. Just a bit, that's all we need for a full happiness. By the way, where the speed of this tank goes, it doesn't feel quick, okay? I can guarantee you that it doesn't feel quick. Which is a bit disappointing, but hey, it is a heavy tank. I mean, I have no doubts whatsoever it is a bit faster than E75 is, but once again, E75 has better alpha damage and definitely... Don't do that. E75 has better alpha damage and better gun handling as well, so you know. It's a bit different situation. Will it be hard to dig this vehicle out of hold down position? Maybe. Maybe this tank will shine more from the armor side, right? Maybe. Let's see. Let's relax, let's take it easy, and let's see every and each mother trucker who would try to go up here. That's all I need for a full happiness, fellas. I want to give a fair chance for this tank, okay? I do not want to say that this tank is the worst tank in the world of tanks. I really do not want to do that. It doesn't feel like Arta is hitting this tank for much, so at least that is something, and we can be happy about that, okay? We can definitely be happy about that. Okay, fully aimed shot. Fully aimed, yes, yes. Ay, 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 ay. It's okay. It is okay. We are going to be fine. So, if the gun of this tank is so shit, what that means for this tank, fellas, I am thinking, I'm trying to figure out. You need to play very aggressively then. If the gun of the tank sucks, you need to get as close as possible. Right? That's that simple answer to the simple question. If the gun handling is disgusting, get closer. Bad shot by me, I cannot blame the tank. I cannot blame the tank, that is a bad shot by me. That's okay, relax, take it easy, we got this, we are okay. We are fine. 50-50 shot. No E50 in the middle of the field, come on gun. Ay, 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 fellas, I had such a hopes for this tank. I had such a hopes for this vehicle. I mean, full gold spam, maybe. Maybe full gold spam will save this. So far, fellas, what this tank has a name. That's it. You can pretend that you are playing with E75. That's all you can do. I mean, sure, I am very, very unlucky with the teams. I'm not very lucky with the matchmaking, right? Matchmaking is slapping the living crap out of me. I understand. I get it. Next. Oh, wow, fellas. Oh, wow. That was unexpected, okay? That was unexpected. It felt very bad. It felt properly bad. Listen, what we are going to do, we are going to take our loss. Those two games must be involved into the video just to see how the tank feels like. You are going to see those two fails. It's completely fine. What we are going to do, we are going to reset the score. And we are going to go again. 3 games. Doesn't really matter how the things will go. We are going to show everything, and after that we will give our initial score. I will try to be significantly more aggressive at this point. Okay, fellas, I still have hopes, I still have dreams. I hope that was a bad warming up, okay? This is what I'm hoping for. But so far, from the point of view, from my side, it just simply felt bleh. Anyways, Fjords standard battle, unfortunately losing spawn, but we are going to play to the finest. We will try to think, and we will try to make the right decisions in the game, right? Let's forget what we have seen in the past couple of games. We want to make it work. I truly think this tank has potential somewhere, but if you can't hit, then there is no potential. Then there is no potential whatsoever. Okay, so the first things first. I want to take this position. The main reason why am I taking this position, I just want to slap someone crossing through the middle of the field, right? That's all I want to do for a full happiness. Simple as this, for a first shot we are going to be completely alright and we are going to be fine. No taking 3 decades to... Taking 3 decades to aim and missing the shot. Let's spam gold. Maybe gold is the reason. Maybe we can do things better with a full gold. I still do not want to give up, okay? I want to give this tank a proper chance, but there is that many chances I can give for a tank, fellas. If in 5 games flat it's going to perform like this, this tank will go straight up to the horrible category, and I won't think about anything else. But I want to give a fair fighting chance for this vehicle. Okay, what do we have? We have 277 sitting over there. Good. Can we try to side scrap or something? Object is saying, boom! Move out of the way, you mother trucker. I can't really make a hardcore pressure like this either. It's not so simple as it may look like. Okay, that's good. Do we have a decent enough angle? Yes, we do. That is a penetration. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Fellas, first penetration, I feel like I just won a jackpot, and I feel like I am about to be that bloody gnome in the other side of the rainbow with a bloody golden pot, you know, dancing around. On the rainbow itself. This is how I feel at this point after hitting the shot. Okay, that's not bad. We are feeling okay. Enemies are making a hardcore pressure here. I literally do not care. All I want to see this guy getting involved here. Would you look at that? Come on, Rhino. Rhino is saying la 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 la. We are hitting him. Beautiful. Maybe gold spam is the way? Maybe gold spam is the way, fellas? If that would be the case, it would be very first time when some sort of ammunition works better. Right? If you are paying more, you are hitting more. That would be nuts. That would be crazy. Definitely not in the world of tanks. Okay, what we are going to do, we are not going to stop. We are going to go to the phase 1. Right? I mean, if you need to spam the full gold, it's also kind of shit, to be fair with you. If the tank is behaving only whenever you are spamming the full gold, then it would be a bit of the disappointment, if you would ask me, right? Because I do not know how about you, but I like to play my premium tanks in the budget mode. Sure thing, I understand that some premium tanks, or most of the premium tanks, or most of any other tank works significantly better whenever you are shooting gold. I understand, fellas, I'm not Delulu, okay? I get it, I understand. But in the same time, I just do not want to spam the full gold. I just do not want to do that. We're okay. We are okay, we are chilling, we are enjoying ourselves. How we could get more use of all of this, This guy can slap me into Cupola. Cupola is actually a hittable hitbox. You cannot say that, Oh my, how the cupola looks like. It's absolutely amazing. No. I can tell you instantly that phase 1 it feels like superior tank compared to this one, okay? And it's turning so slowly. And it is turning so slowly. And what to do now? Ay, fellas. Ay. I do not want to shit-talk the tank to this extent and to this level. But so far, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this tank feels like disappointment. Straight up. Straight up. It feels like disappointment. I mean, I will try to make hardcore pressure for this guy. I do not really have any alternative choice, you know? I'm just simply going... I am just going to push on him, finally. After that, we are going to go for this 430, right? For this game, I will keep spamming APCRs. I will simply try to do my best while spamming APCRs. We'll see how it will work. I know that he has a reload on me. That's not very good thing, but I do not really think I can change something about that. And this 430 is running for his life at the moment. I get it, I understand it, fair enough. Oh, this guy is running, like, properly running. Okay. If he is going to relocate to this level, then maybe we can take this higher ground over there. And hopefully we can punish enemies in this way. By the way, I do not know, do you feel this? But this tank feels slow as well. It's not fast. Gun doesn't work. I do not trust the armor. Man, it doesn't feel great. It does not feel great, fellas. What I can expect at this point, I can expect this 430 to push like this towards me, okay? This is what I am expecting, and you know, expect unexpected. Doesn't really change anything. You know what? I'm going for him. It's okay. I cannot complain about that. I really wanted to try to ram him because I have a ramming skill, right? That is something. So far, this is the best game, but I did not felt like I was in control by any shape or any form. So that is a bit of the disappointment, but hey, for a first game, we are going to take it skill. How about the previous 2 games? Okay, fellas, we are back. 3.2 thousand damage, 300 assisting damage. I was thinking, meanwhile, while I was watching my team getting effed, I was thinking about what this gun reminds to me, okay? This is what I was thinking about. And you know what I found? I found the most beautiful TT 130M. This gun is disgusting. And look at this. It's not that different from this gun over there. E75 feels superior tank in any shape or any form compared to the E77 so far, at least to me, okay? So that's what I want to share. Anyways, let's go around number 2 of the games that we are counting the score, right? And actually we have a game. Okay, Mannerheim Line. I haven't played this map after changes that much, but you know what? This is going to be fine. We are going to check the things out. So what do we want to do? We want to play over there, okay? Very, very simple gameplay. We are going to be okay. We have -8 degrees of the gun depression. Yeah, -8 degrees of the gun depression. This is completely fine. So we can we can try to play hull down to the best of our ability, right? We will try to hide our cupola as much as we can, and this is going to be a relatively close combat, right? Plus, on top of that, I mean, enemies has a top heavy tank, which is Type 4 heavy. He's a meatball, okay? Walking meatball, or maybe I'm supposed to say sliding meatball, or rolling meatball, however you would call this, okay? If I'm going to take one for the team, from the Type 4, I think this tank is done, okay, in my eyes. This is how I look into all of this. By the way, this is completely reworked, right? In the past, you needed to know how to cross. Nowadays, you don't really need to know how to cross. You can cross like there is no tomorrow and you are going to be just fine. Meanwhile, I do not really want to play as aggressively as our T10 does. I just do not feel like it is going to be worth it, with all honesty, so we are going to sit here. For now, we are enjoying... Oh, the guy crossed. Very, very nice. He doesn't need those hit points anyways. So yeah, we just need to sit over there, at least at first. Mister, you want to cross? Oh no, our team is playing aggressively. Everyone is getting involved. I cannot sit in the back at this point. I mean, who would stop me? No, it's not worth it. I need to get involved. I do not really have any alternative option. Believe me, I would love to play this safe. And I would love to try to punish enemies without getting punished myself. But in this type of situation, it is not going to... it's not going to work, okay? Let's try to punish ISU. Come on, ISU, just peek. Just peek. Don't be a pussy. Just peek. Type 4 heavy, maybe, please. Pretty please. Come on, you can do that. You see, this is one of those situations whenever patience would go a long way, but our team doesn't have patience. And if I sit somewhere here in the... My bad. If I am sitting somewhere here in the back and doing absolutely nothing, it's not going to give us any benefits whatsoever from this, you know? This would be a problem. So I just simply need to try to figure out how to get involved and how to make pressure. And trust me, we are going to do this. I believe we will. Arta, only stun, that's good. How about we are slapping this gentleman? I'm aiming for a track. Unfortunately, I missed tracking shot. Doesn't really matter, to be completely honest with you. I feel like we are still sitting pretty well and we cannot complain about this. I could go and ram this mother trucker, but I feel like it may not be worth it. Arta incoming, that's okay. 91. This tank feels good against the Arta. I mean, it's still early. It's still very, very early to say something like this, but for now, it doesn't feel like Arta is slapping us to this high level. Ammo rack incoming. Watch this. With the next shot. With the next shot, ammo rack. You know, we are Type 5 and Type 4 has ammo rack right there. Hi. Oh, come on. How much you can withstand? Come on. Big boy, take one for the team. I really want to ammo rack you. Come on, hats off. I can see his ammo rack. I can see his ammo rack. I really want to slap him. Come on. Ammo rack for 200 hit points. Hey. Thank you. Thank you. Very, very nice. That's all I needed to be motivated. Does it feel comfortable as a tank? No. Does it feel fast like a tank? No. Do I trust the gun? No. Fellas, I do not want to shit-talk every and each tank that comes to the game. This is not my plan. But after those first two games that you have seen, right, which we are not counting to the current score, I believe even a blind man would have a question mark. What was that? I felt something and I'm not entirely sure. Was it a seagull or a raven who shot on me, okay? This is how I feel like in this type of situation. Absolutely nuts and absolutely disgusting, fellas. But it's okay. We are not giving up. We will try to make it work and we are trying to do our best. What a slow tank. I mean, I could go for experimental turbo. That's what I could do. I could try to play with experimental turbo. Maybe just maybe it would feel tiny touch better. Maybe that's the right way to do the things. I don't really want to push through the open field over there, to be completely honest with you, but in the same time, I really oh. Good. Okay, so enemies, nah, he's dead meat. Not even worth it. And it's turning very slowly. I honestly thought when I saw the horsepower of this tank, I imagined myself sitting on the bike and going on the freeway while pretending that I drive a truck, okay? And it definitely doesn't feel this way. It definitely doesn't feel this way, folks. No, surprise me. Actually, there is nothing to surprise. I mean, I can see an opportunity here, but you know what? Any Benny Mikitake, I would say he's sitting right here. Why would I say that? Well, I have a feeling maybe it may be the case. Who knows? I know that light tank never be... Well, light tank here... Ah, would you look at that, fellas? Would you look at that? You see? I still have something... something functioning in my head, even after those couple of the bad games. There is still something. Okay, can we? Okay, gun feels a bit better, but armor, fellas. What armor? It's not even lover play. They are slapping me like however they want to. They are slapping me however they want to. They do not even ask my name. They just simply slap me. This is how it feels at the moment. I know this is a risky push. I am very, very well aware of that. I know. I get it. Trust me, I understand. Trust me, I understand. I know the Skoda will try to push on me as well, okay? My mission is kind of to spot this Lansen, okay? Lansen spotted, that's great. Now, I want to slap this Mr. Arta. Skoda incoming. It feels slow. It's okay. I misplayed this game in the end. I probably could have farmed Skoda. I needed to go around or something. I was impatient here. I cannot complain whatsoever. Let's see the score. Okay, luckily we had good Scorpion and good T30. Those two mother truckers did the job very, very well and slapped the Skoda out of this map and out of this world. I was looking also as well into the armor of this tank, fellas, and this tank simply has way worse hull armor than E75 does. That's why the things are not looking that great, at least in my humble opinion. Anyways, 3.5 thousand damage, 500 assisting damage. Yeah, very, very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Although the gun feels a bit better than it did in the first couple of games, okay? There's another way how I could do the things. I could replace this for a stabilizer, and I could go into the game this way, just to see how the things would look like. Sure, I would not have more hit points, I would not have as much track HP, but maybe it would work a bit better in this way. Let's go. Okay, this is perfection. Literally perfect. You cannot get better than this. We have Berlin standard battle. We met tier 8s, okay? We are the most beautiful super heavy mother truckers out there. And, you know, German tank playing in Berlin, okay? Come on, what can go wrong? What can go wrong, fellas? Let's try to make it work. First things first. I'm kind of paranoid to play hold down here, but I will try to do that nevertheless. We'll see how the things will look like, right? I want to get involved into this game. Okay, there is for instance M103 next to us. We are overtaking M103 on the flat ground. Okay, we are overtaking M103 on the flat ground. Not horrible. Not horrible. Okay, for Lorraine we are loading gold, so I think I should be able to penetrate him straight into the turret. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, we can hit the shot, beautiful. I am paying attention at this point, fellas. I truly want to make this tank work because I truly think that this tank has potential, but once again, we will see. We will see. Me thinking that tank has potential and actually having potential is two different things. Okay, good shot. This guy is very, very tall. He will show his neck. So if he is showing his neck, we should be able to penetrate him. It's okay. I do not really mind. Now pay attention to what I'm going to do. I'm going to hide my cupola. I am going to hide my cupola, so I'm feeling pretty good. I am aiming until the moment that I should be able to hit the shot, right? That is very important, and we are just playing the farming simulator here. Do you see how I use this pole over there to cover my cupola, fellas? This is how we are using this situation, and this is how we are playing the game. Doesn't really matter, we are kind of alright. We are kind of alright. Would you be so kind? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now we can hit our shots, but I'm aiming very, very carefully. Not gonna lie, it's not like I am risking. I do not risk for shit at this point. I am just aiming to the best of my abilities. I am aiming to the best of my abilities. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to shoot into his chin, so it will bounce into his hull. That's what I'm trying to do at this point. And it actually kind of works, so I cannot complain. Beautiful, very, very nice. I am not complaining about this. Come on, peek. 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 You can peek as well, I don't mind. Hi. Gun is like a day and night at this point, comparing to the first games which we had. Comparing to the first games which we had with this tank, gun feels like a day and night. Skill, do you understand that you are spamming gold? Oh really? I did not notice that yet. Thank you very much for highlighting this to me, folks. Thank you, I appreciate you. He has plenty of the hit points. I'm going to farm him. Why the heck not? Come here. 400 HP left. We are going to be completely okay. 200 HP left. Do you see the SMX? He's still sitting in the open field. We are going to be fine. And he should peek like this in a second. I mean, I could make pressure in the heavy line as well. Do I want to? This is maybe a misplay. Not maybe, this is a misplay from my side. I need to get a bit more involved. But in the same time, this is a game with matches, okay? Or the game with fire. It is not so easy and it is not so simple. Tortoise is flanking the Skoda. Skoda should die by the Tortoise. That is understandable. Tortoise is considering his life choices at the moment. He really wants to go in. I can see what is happening in his head. I can see that. I am waiting until Mr. Tortoise will shoot or until he will fire. Actually, now I don't really care anymore. It is completely fine. He can spam us. I was about to say he can spam as much gold as he wants to, but hey. Unfortunate, isn't it? You cannot bait this, you cannot bait the damage with this lower plate. You just simply can't. For a tier 9 it's just weak. Doesn't matter how you are going to look at it. For a tier 9 it is just simply weak lower plate. What can you do? Compared to the E75, because there is no way that Mother Trucker would have penetrated me with a tier with E75 in this situation. I do not really mind the situation by any shape or any form. We are okay. I could actually try to push like this. I don't really like this anymore. Never mind. Okay, Mars, I can see him. I'm getting myself into the shithole. I am getting myself into the shithole. Let's try to relocate from here. I know that I can get some more use from this, that's for sure. Good. Gun feels so much better. And the crazy thing is, I mean, the distance is very, very, very close, okay? This game, 100-meter shot. This is like 150-meter shot or something like this. So we can actually hit what we are aiming to, right? Comparing when the first games, unfortunately, the distance between us was just simply significantly higher or bigger. Situation. I am just considering how I can get involved here, okay? I am trying to figure out where do we have most hit points. Can I penetrate a MX-30S with high explosives? I think I actually can. I will load high explosives, 65 millimeters of penetration should be more than enough, and we can see literally a butthole right there. Would you look at that? Was it an ass or front? That was front probably. Okay, that's on me. That is on me. Not much what I can change about that. Bad decision. Bad mistake. Let it be. Bad aim. Silly goose decisions. We know that Lansen is sniping from the typical bush right about here. I can promise you that he will stop shooting me at this point. Skill, why would you say so? Because we probably blind shoot at him. And not probably, I am pretty sure we did. So conveniently, he is missing 400 hit points or so. I wonder what happened. I want to catch this Mr. Mouse over there. Or Mars. Okay. This M103 is reading my mind, or maybe I am reading his. I can tell you one thing, this tank left me with more questions than answers after playing. That being said, why am I highlighting this? If he's shooting heat, it's going to be harder to hit me this way. He doesn't. It's okay. On the flat ground, this tank is not going to be so great. Listen, this tank left me with more questions than answers. Gun handling, at this point, I would say it's unreliable. I had games whenever it was disgusting. I had games whenever it was good. I felt like I was tempted to shoot gold ammunition so often with this tank as well. It just felt like appropriate, and that I need to because I do not know how the gun will treat me. And that being said, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. If after those 5 games I need to give a rating for this tank, it would be average at best. Okay? But once again, you will get more information after I play more with this tank. Probably whenever we will get marks on the vehicle, or whenever I just simply invest 2 days to master the tank and to figure out how to play with it and whatnot. Anyways, let's see the score. Okay, fellas, I was thinking for last couple of minutes why the gun behaved so differently, and was it because of the gold or anything else? But I simply think that was a distance between me and enemies, honestly speaking. That's why it felt a bit better in this type of situation when I was kind of, I would not say brawling, but playing in the heavy line, right? Anyways, 5,600 damage, 700 assisting damage, first class, high caliber, cool-headed, Confederate. Beautiful game overall. I'm super satisfied with this, and we got 40,000 profits. Now, our average performance with the tank is 4,100 average damage and 500 assisting damage, which we can say it's good, okay? But please, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget the start which we had with this tank, okay? I really want to highlight this. Sure, those were open maps, I understand, but listen, this is not a good gaming experience and not great games. Okay, whenever you are shooting 9 times and you have one penetration, that's disgusting, and you are being lit on fire with high explosive in theirs. Or whenever you are shooting 9 times and you get 3 penetrations from the close distance, that's not good. So that keeping in mind, for what we notice now, long distance shots definitely a question mark. Whenever you are in the close distance, it's okay. Tank, where the speed goes, it's far away from being ideal. At least I did not felt like super flabbergasted or something playing with this tank, but maybe turbo would change some things, who knows. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for bearing with me. It was a long video, but we needed this to be done, okay? We needed to show what this tank can do, and in the end of the day, it was a great success, fellas. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon. See you tomorrow with a different tank, right? Are you excited? I am.